Radio, sponsored by American Buildings Company of El Paso, Dairy Queen of El Paso and Fairbury, Trajectory Energy Partners, Common Grounds Cafe and Pie Shop in Gridley, Live a Little Travel in El Paso, Friends of Tim Rustman, Gridcom Gridley Telephone Company, Next Level Fitness and Wellness in Gridley, Flanagan State Bank, and Once and Again Top Brands. EPG on Route 24 Radio is part of the Casson Media High School Sports Network, presented by the Heller Stores, Beck's Hybrids, Miller Insurance Agency, Stoller International, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse in Pontiac, Gibson Area Hospital and Health Services, Edelman Incorporated, Bank of Pontiac, Brant, and Dave's Supermarket in Fairbury. Also on the Caston Media High School Sports Network, catch the Prairie Central Hawks on Fairbury News, the Pontiac Indians on Ion Central, Illinois, Lexington on Route 24 Radio Facebook Live, and now the Eureka Hornets on the Route24Radio.com live stream. We are your home for high school sports all throughout the school year. And now enjoy the game. After a day's rest to gobble up turkey, stuffing, you name it, we are back for the El Paso Gridley Thanksgiving Tournament of 2025 on night 2, and in a shocking twist, the final night of the Thanksgiving Tournament due to heavy snow coming tomorrow. We're getting what seems to be about 7 to 9 inches, give or take. But there's going to be a lot of snow, hence the cancellation of tomorrow's games, meaning we will not be seeing El Paso Gridley versus Peoria Notre Dame, which would have been the marquee matchup of this entire round-robin tournament. But either way, we will still have a good matchup here for you tonight, live from the Titans Center here in El Paso. We have the El Paso Gridley Titans coming off of their first win of the John Shipper era against Cornerstone on Wednesday, winning by 15 in that one, and they're taking on the Roanoke-Benson Rockets, who played it close with Peoria Notre Dame, losing by just 7 points in a closely contested 52-45 game. As we welcome you here to this coverage on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports YouTube. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving watching football, and I hope you all enjoyed the Chicago Bears win today over the Philadelphia Eagles. As my name's Ben Webster, I'm alongside James Webster for pregame and halftime. And James, we welcome you back to the broadcast booth after a lovely Thanksgiving, and we have a good game on our hands tonight.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. Good to be here. Good to have a family day yesterday, some great food, good company, and good to be back to basketball tonight. Shame that we don't get another game tomorrow, but this, like you've already mentioned, this should be a good one. Two teams came out looking pretty strong on Wednesday night, and I'm expecting a good game here.
So I'm going to first ask you about Roanoke-Benson because, you know, we were both here for the second half of that game between them and Peoria Notre Dame. They look tough. They know how to play it close. They couldn't quite close it out. They couldn't quite catch Peoria Notre Dame in the end, but they seem like a very tough team with a good way to play.
Yeah, everything we'd heard about them coming into this tournament and coming into the season is an expectation they'd be a good team this year. I think from that second half that we saw on Wednesday night, it was looking like that will be the case. They've got some very capable players. They look like they've got some good speed, some good ability, some good shooters out there. And if they can put it all together, they can put on a good performance and be a tough team to beat.
Now we're going to switch over to the El Paso Gridley Titans. It was kind of mixed emotions, you would say, after that game against Cornerstone on Wednesday, because you got the win. You got a good, nice 15-point win. Very good defense all around, holding the Cornerstone Cyclones to 38 points. And by the way, the Cornerstone Peoria Notre Dame just finished, which is preluding this game. That game finished 71-61 in favor of the PND Irish. But the Titans under head coach John Shipper, a bit of a sloppy game, you would say. A lot of turnovers, but very good defense as well.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. And I think there's a few factors that we've got to consider as we think back to Wednesday night. The starting five, you put 5 starters out there who'd never started varsity before. Only one of that starting 5 had any real meaningful varsity time, being Jack Hempstead last year. The rest really inexperienced. So I think as we go into the season, we will see confidence growing. I think there were a lot of nerves that came out. I don't think we will see that start in 5 either. Coach took the opportunity to have a really good look at the players that he got. He put them out there and trusted the players on the court. There were various times he put like different fives to look at how they would play together. He trusted them out there, and he had a good look at what he'd got and who would turn up and who didn't. And I think tonight we will see a little bit of the same. I think he maybe will lean towards some of his more experienced players early on, but I don't think he's going to be afraid to rotate in some of the other players that he's got and use this game as another opportunity to say, okay, boys, show me what you've got. Push for your place in this team as we move forward into the regular season.
And we just saw them right beneath us, James. We saw Javion Maxson and Owen Adams, two of the marquee players in the El Paso Gridley football team, who lost to Wilmington last week. And by the way, Wilmington won the 2A championship today against Maroa Forsyth, 42-6. That game finished at Hancock Stadium. But James, we have to talk about when these two guys are coming back, because I talked to Javion after the game on Wednesday night. He feels that he can be back practicing, not playing, by next week. How big will his return be, assuming he is healthy in, say, 2 weeks or so?
Yeah, Ben, I again, like we just talked about, Javion played a lot of varsity minutes last year. So having another experienced varsity player who can come back into this team and like be a great presence. We know what he can do on the basketball court. We know he will drive to the basket. We know he's got a good outside shot too. You know, he's a very capable player with the ball in his hand. And, you know, having him even just in practice for the boys is going to be a real boost. You mentioned Owen Adams too. Owen coming in, didn't play basketball last year, but he's coming back in this year. He is a good physical player. In the past, we've seen he's got a good shot there too. I think he is only going to strengthen this team, and we'll see where he fits in as he gets up and running and shakes off kind of the football season and the minor injuries he may have come into basketball season carrying.
And how do you kind of see that, this is the last question for you before we go on break for a bit, how do you foresee this game going tonight? Obviously the last game of the Thanksgiving tournament and the last game for both of these sides before the regular season officially begins. So how do you kind of foresee this game going?
Yeah, always tough to say how a game will go, but I think from Coach Shippert's perspective, for EPG, he's going to want to see a much more tidy performance. He's going to want to see them well organized, doing the things that they've worked on in practice, not making silly mistakes. We had a lot of turnovers on Wednesday night, Ben. I think he's really going to be focusing in on making sure that we take care of the ball, don't give the ball away in silly turnovers, you know, really bringing in a disciplined performance. I think if EPG can do that, they've got the talent and the players to go on and win this game. If they play another sloppy game, a little bit like Wednesday night, I think we could easily see Roanoke-Benson run away with it too. So I think it's going to be a good game. I expect EPG to come out strong, play organized, and win the game. But they've got to come out and do it. So we'll see.
We're just under 2 minutes until this game gets underway, as we have the EPG Titans and the Roanoke-Benson Rockets for you here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports YouTube, as we thank you all for tuning in for us, and we'll be back in a second.
American Buildings Company is one of the largest suppliers of custom engineered buildings in the U.S. through design, engineering, fabricating, and shipping. Builders not only trust American's quality, but also their excellence in service. With a no-layoff practice, pay-for-performance bonuses, and a culture centered around safety and teamwork, American is also viewed as a premier employer for Central Illinois. They're located at 2101 East Main Street in El Paso. American Buildings Company proudly supports the El Paso Gridley Titans.
Find everything for your shopping needs at Dave's Supermarket. This week, shoulder chuck roast is only $5.79 a pound. 2-pack whole pork tenderloins are $2.59 a pound. Navel oranges are $3.99 for a 4-pound bag. And fresh and sweet pint-sized blueberries are 2 for $4. Dave's Supermarket in Fairbury, open Monday through Saturday, closed Sundays. Dave's, family owned and operated, wowing customers since 1950.
Are you on the hunt for top brands like Anthropologie, Kate Spade, The North Face, or Lululemon that feel like they're out of your reach? Think again. And once and again, you can finally snag those styles you love for a fraction of the price. And get this, you can make money just by cleaning out your closet. Turn the clothes you don't wear anymore into cash by consigning with them. So whether you're shopping for new looks or consigning old ones, you're making money and saving money. That's a win-win. Once and Again, located in downtown Fairbury, or online at onceandagain.com.
Welcome back to El Paso Gridley High School as the starting lineups getting announced here by PA Adam Troll here in the last game of the EPG Thanksgiving Tournament for 2025. Roanoke, apart from El Paso Gridley, they are the longest serving member of this Thanksgiving Tournament. This is their 11th appearance in the tournament this year. As for Roanoke-Benson, they are going with a starting five of number 11, Javen Fucht, number 22, Caden Harms, number 32, Jonah Souter, number 30, Leighton Harms, and finally, if we could get that final number into view, looks as if it's number 32, or I already said Jonah Souter, that is my fault. Number 30, that would be Leighton Harms, I already said him as well. I'm completely losing track of my numbers tonight. It's number 20, it's number 24, Dane Zimmerman. That is the fifth on the floor rather, for Roanoke-Benson. For EPG, same starting five from Wednesday night. Jack Hempstead, Sam Stauder, Kane Kerfoot, Ian Ramsey, and Elijah Webster, as Roanoke wins the tip, and Javen Fucht will get this game underway with the first possession. He's guarded by Kane Kerfoot. On the wing, it's Ian Ramsey who will be guarding Zimmerman. Here's Souter on the wing, Jonah Souter. And here is Fucht. Inside, here to Leighton Harms, driving into the basket, and tip in is no good. And Elijah Webster gets the rebound, and we're gonna get a foul right away. Webster in the rebound, and was trying to poke it out there was number 30, Leighton Harms. And so that will make it, so that will bring it up here for EPG as Sam Stauder will bring it up. Jack Hempstead in the corner, ships it up top to Kane Kerfoot. Now Ian Ramsey to the wing for Sam Stauder. Stauder gets it to Hempstead. Hempstead turns, drives inside, puts up the layup, no good. Rebound by Webster on the glass. And that ball goes out of bounds as it was knocked loose. And it will stay with El Paso Gridley, and Kane Kerfoot will be the one to inbound in. Just a quick correction, we have Dax Hunter in the game here instead of Caden Harms for the Rockets. As here's Sam Stauder on the near side wing on the far side of the court. As here's Jack Hempstead. Jack Hempstead is trying to drive inside, and he's going to be fouled here by Javen Fucht, number 11, the senior for Roanoke-Benson, as he suffered a bit of a knock to his knee on Wednesday against Peoria Notre Dame, but he is good to go for tonight. Javen Fucht, as ball is inbounded into Sam Stauder, who is guarded by Dax Hunter. And to the wing for Ian Ramsey, Kane Kerfoot. To the other wing for Sam Stauder. Inside to Elijah Webster, just outside of the key. Webster floats it up, and in! Elijah Webster puts up the first points of the night, as he did 2 nights ago. And the Titans get off to a good start. And here's Fucht bringing it up, and he loses it, and it's Kane Kerfoot bringing it the other way, and he'll lay it up and in. Yes, it is. He does. Ball just rolled around, but it does eventually go in. And Dax Hunter bringing it up now here for the Rockets, guarded by Sam Stauder. Gets this to the wing here for Caden Harms. He is, in fact, in the game. That is my mistake, as here's Hunter with a wide open three. No good. Rebounded by Ian Ramsey. No, he lost it, which opens the door for an easy layup for Jonah Souter, the senior. Back at the other end, Titans moving quickly. Webster at the top of the key. Gets it to Ian Ramsey. Back up top for Sam Stauder. Stauder to the corner for Ian Ramsey. Ramsey driving baseline to the rim. It's good. Ian Ramsey, the sophomore, putting it up and in for 2. And the Titans lead 6-2 2.5 into this game. Bringing it up here is Leighton Harms, and he finds Souter inside for another easy bucket in off the glass. That's Jonas Souter with all 4 points so far for Roanoke-Benson. Kane Kerfoot back at the other end for EPG. Sam Stauder gets it to Ian Ramsey. Inside for Elijah Webster. Ball was tipped and stolen away by Souter. And he gets it to Leighton Harms. Inside for Fucht, and it's in. It's in. 6-6. Javen Fucht it up and in. And the Rockets tie the game at 6. As here is Kane Kerfoot. Gets it up top to Ian Ramsey. Braden Hayes getting ready to come in for EPG. Was the leading scorer on Wednesday. Ramsey, fadeaway jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by the Rockets, and Harms bringing it up. That being Leighton. As here's Javen Fucht on the wing. Gets it back to Leighton Harms. Harms driving inside. Looks to put it down low for Souter, but ball passed just a little off, and it goes out of bounds. And it will be Titan ball on their own baseline, and Braden Hayes checks in place of Kane Kerfoot, and we're going to see Chavon Maxson as well. Bit of a delayed change by John Shippert, but he'll be coming in place of Ian Ramsey. As Chavon and Braden Hayes, two of the more experienced players from last year's squad that won the McLean County tournament. Here's Sam Stauder. Hand off to Chavon Maxson, driving inside, fadeaway, jumper, off the back iron and in. Chavon with an early involvement, and it's 8-6 in favor of EPG halfway through the first quarter. As Roanoke made a change themselves, Dane Zimmerman in the game, and that ball tipped on the pass by El Paso Gridley. Braden Hayes tried to save it, but couldn't do so, and it will be Roanoke ball on the sideline right in front of the Titan bench. Dax Hunter to inbound it. Gets it to Leighton Harms. And he'll bring the ball up with Elijah Webster guarding him. Owen Berquist getting ready in for EPG. Here's Zimmerman. Hands it off here to Caden Harms, and his pass wayward, and it will go out of bounds, and it's a turnover for the Rockets. 23 will check in for Sam Stauder. Titans leading 8-6, 3:45 remaining here in quarter number 1. As here comes Chavon Maxson, who will be the ball carrier when he's on the floor most likely. Hand off to Braden Hayes. Hayes, floater inside, no good. Webster, rebound, and lays it up and in on the reverse. Elijah Webster with 4 points already. Very nice move, says James Webster, doing the stats tonight. As here is Leighton Harms bringing it up. Harms driving inside, and it is a jump ball. Great defense by OB23 and Elijah Webster combining to clamp down on that basketball. And the possession arrow pointed toward EPG. And it will be Chavon Maxson bringing it up. Your Titan 5 on the floor. Jeff Hempstead, Chavon Maxson, Braden Hayes, Owen Berquist, and Elijah Webster. Here's Hayes, inside for Hempstead. He floats it up, and no, he missed it. And ball is on the ground. It was tipped out by Roanoke-Benson. It is Titan basketball on the far sideline. Great start so far for EPG. 3 minutes left here in quarter number 1, 10-6 lead. As here is Chavon Maxson, who will be bringing this ball up, guarded by Caden Harms. Chavon steps back. Skip pass for Jack Hempstead. Hempstead driving his way inside, puts it up, and he is going to travel. And it will be Roanoke basketball on the home baseline. So bringing it up, Leighton Harms, the biggest man on the floor for Roanoke-Benson, is the ball carrier, is the point guard, you could say, as here's Leighton Harms. Just backs up, looking for options. As Harms, ice one-on-one with Webster. Harms blows right by him and takes it to the rack and scores. Great speed to the rack by Leighton Harms, and it's a 2-point game. 2:20 remaining in quarter number 1. Chavon driving inside. Webster has an easy layup, and he bites back. Timeout called by Phil Olafson of Roanoke-Benson. And it is 12-8 in favor of the EPG Titans, and we'll take a 30-second break.
Stoller International has been serving the Central Illinois farming community since 1935. It continues to do so today with 5 locations. They are the dealership that service builds, providing Case IH, Kubota, JCB, Kinsey, Bobcats, Woods, McDon, and many other brand name pieces of equipment to their customers. Along with new equipment, they also offer a wide range of used high-quality equipment. All 5 of the locations offer a full-service parts and sales department. Stop in your local Stoller International store today to see how they can help you.
Elijah Webster leading the way for the EPG Titans so far. 6 points, 3 rebounds, and a beautiful reverse layup earlier in the quarter as the Titans leading 12-8, and Webster standing at 6'6", around 190. Great track athlete, great cross-country athlete, also a great basketball player, and he is going to be an asset for Coach Shippert to be using over these next 2 years. Elijah Webster, the junior. And 2:14 remaining here in the opening quarter. Titans up 12-8. And what seems to be a very more disciplined start as opposed to the turnover-heavy opening quarter on Wednesday night. As Roanoke have the basketball coming from right to left here in the Titans Center. As here is, they are attacking the student section, you could say, and we're going to have a shove off the ball, which is going to go against the Titans, and it will be Braden Hayes who will be called for the foul. That's his first, team first for El Paso Gridley, as Roanoke-Benson have 2 team fouls, 2:02 left here in quarter number 1. Roanoke with the ball right in front of the Titan bench, as they'll just get this to Leighton Harms, the big guy. Doubles up as a point guard, you could say. Gets this to Caden Harms. And here's Fuchs. Gets this to Caden Harms. 3-pointer off the back iron. No good. Rebounded by Chavon. And Chavon can speed this up the floor. Chavon stops at the top of the key. Gets this to OB23. Pull-up jumper. No good. Rebounded by Leighton Harms. And here he goes. Leighton Harms up the floor. Gets this to Zimmerman for 3. Got it! Dane Zimmerman with a catch and shoot 3-pointer to cut the lead, the Titan lead to 1. 80 seconds left here in quarter number 1. 12-11 Titan lead. Braden Hayes in the corner, driving inside. Hayes, nowhere to go, just fades away. Jumper, no good. Rebound Webster, and he floats it in. Leighton Harms cannot do anything about the height of Elijah Webster at the moment. Here's Leighton Harms, guarded by Webster. Harms just looking to drive inside. Harms dishes it inside, and Fuchs misses the layup. Rebounded Webster, that's his 5th already. And Chavon can bring it up the floor. Chavon driving inside, he's fouled on the way through. And it will be an on-the-ground foul. And let's see who this is against. It will be against someone on the Rockets. And it is number 0, as that's Dax Hunter who is called for the foul. Double change for Roanoke-Benson as Jonas Souter, and by the looks of it, that is number 10, Henry Knepp, coming into the game. As inbound from Chavon to Jack Hempstead results in a basket for number 2 for EPG, Jack Hempstead. As Dax Hunter now brings it up the floor. Hunter loses it, and the ball is stolen away by Braden Hayes. Hayes up the floor, gets it to Hempstead inside, got it, and the foul! Jack Hempstead with 4 straight points for EPG on the assist by Braden Hayes. And that will give Jack Hempstead the chance to make it a 3-point play. Titans by 7, 21.9 left here in the opening quarter. Turning defense into offense in the snap of a finger, Braden Hayes. Great offensive player from last year, as Hempstead misses the free throw. 17 seconds left here in the quarter. Hunter brings it up the floor. Souter gets this to Zimmerman. Caden Harms. Harms looking around, 6 seconds left. Zimmerman, 5-4, Gets this to Hunter. Hunter with 2, with 1, just puts it up. Good defense from Jack Hempstead. And it's a wayward shot by Hunter. And the Titans end the quarter with a defensive stop, and they end the quarter up 7, 18-11 at the end of 1. And we'll take a short break here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports.
The Water Tower Event Space in Gridley presents Village Market Days for 2 weeks with new vendors each week, November 29th and December 6th. You'll discover over 65 vendors, indoor shopping, food trucks, live music, photo opportunities, a coffee cafe, raffles, shopping, Ubers, community, and all things vintage Hallmark. It'll be 10 to 3 p.m. on November 29th and December 6th. $5 admission at the door. 14 and under are free, and free admission from 2 to 3 p.m. We'll see you for the Village Market Days at the Water Tower Event Space in Gridley.
Welcome back to El Paso Gridley High School, and for those listening on Route 24 Radio, we'd like to apologize since the feed temporarily cut out, and we have got that issue fixed. And if that happens during the game, again, we will apologize ahead of time, as we'd like to make a quick shout out to Carl Kraus Jr., better known to me as Grandpa. Life of the party at the Kraus family Thanksgiving yesterday. And just wanted to give him a quick shout out. Grandpa Kraus, Carl Kraus Jr. Like to call him the CEO of Kraus Surveying, the founder of Kraus Surveying in Cullum. As the second quarter begins with Roanoke in their all red strip coming from right to left, attacking the Purple Rain student section as it's a turnover, and Braden Hayes will come the other way with it. Ian Ramsey came into the game. He has it, and he'll kick it back out to Braden Hayes. Closely guarded by Javen Fugt, and Hayes loses it, and he'll somehow get it to Ramsey. Ramsey now inside, kicks it back out to Hayes. Here's Chavon. Titan 5 is Nathaniel Hiles, OB 23, Chavon, Ian Ramsey, and Braden Hayes at the moment. As here is OB 23, gets this to Braden Hayes. Catch and shoot 3 is good. Braden Hayes from downtown makes it a 10-point game. It's the largest lead of the night for EPG so far. How about that for a catch and shoot bucket from Braden Hayes? As bringing it up is Dax Hunter, gets this to Caden Harms. Switches it over for Leighton Harms. Leighton driving inside, tries to get it to Jonah Souter, but it was poked away by Chavon Maxson, and it was last touched by him, so it will be Roanoke ball on the baseline. And the Roanoke 5 on the floor. It is Dax Hunter, Leighton Harms, Caden Harms, Javen Fugt, and Jonah Souter, as the inbound goes straight into Leighton Harms, who banks it in off the glass for an easy layup. Chavon Maxson will bring it the other way here for El Paso Gridley. Leading by 8. Just under 90 seconds gone here in quarter 2. Chavon swings this over to OB 23. Steps back, pump fake. Swings it over to Braden Hayes in the corner. Braden Hayes drives inside, and he lost it, and it just goes out of bounds. He was looking for a foul. And now Aiden Moore will come into the game in place of Nathaniel Hiles. And Aiden Moore with 4 points the other night. Let's see how he does here in his second varsity appearance. As Leighton Harms will bring it up the floor for Roanoke-Benson. As here's Dax Hunter, who tries to make a baseline pass, which is wayward, and it will be another turnover for the Rockets. 21-13 is the score. Titans on top. 6:12 remaining here in the first half. As the leading scorer for the Titans is Elijah Webster with 8 and 5 rebounds. Chavon Maxson has it for EPG. He only has 2 so far. So here's Ian Ramsey at the top of the key. Brings it back. Timeout called John Shippert. He wants to talk things over with his 5 on the floor. And we'll take a 30-second break here on Route 24 Radio.
I'm Colleen Callahan with Trajectory Energy Partners, the leading Illinois-based community solar developer. Lease your land for solar and generate predictable income. Support your community and protect your land for the next generation. Trajectory Energy Partners will be on the ground with you from the very beginning, making the solar development process straightforward. Visit www.trajectoryenergy.com and start farming the sun today.
Welcome back to the final night of El Paso Gridley's Thanksgiving Tournament of 2025. The Titans, four-time defending champs of the tournament, with a bit of an asterisk on it because the final game of the 2022's edition was canceled due to an electrical problem as Siobhan Maxim was up with a jumper for EPG, no good, rebounded by Leighton Harms. That game in 2022 is supposed to be against East Peoria. And this year, the game going to be canceled due to snow against Peoria Notre Dame. Here's Javen Fuchs with a catch-and-shoot three-pointer, which is good. And Roanoke-Benson have cut the lead down to 5. 5.5 remaining here in quarter number 2. Siobhan Maxon swings it to OB23. Aiden Hayes now up top. Guarded by Javen Fuchs, and we're going to get a foul against number 11 of Roanoke. And the officials talking to Braden Hayes because he let that ball fly after the whistle, and he swished it. And Sam Starter will be coming into the game, and that's all she wrote for Braden Hayes for now, as he absolutely swished that three-pointer, and not sure whether John Shippert will be happy about that, with the officials coming up to Braden Hayes for that. As here's Sam Starter, who will hand this off to OB23. Pull-up jumper from Owen Berquist is no good. Rebound, Jonas Souder. Here comes Leighton Harms up the floor, as nobody guarding him at the moment. He's picked up by Ian Ramsey, as here's Ramsey, gets this over to Hunter. Catch and shoot three for Caden Harms is no good. Rebounded by Ramsey. And here's Siobhan Maxon up the floor. His long pass intercepted by the Rockets and Dane Zimmerman. And Leighton Harms will just have a chance to slow the pace of the game down. 4:40 remaining here in quarter number 2. Titans leading by 5. Roanoke-Benson with the basketball. Pull-up jumper from Caden Harms is no good. Rebounded by Owen Berquist, who will get this ball to Siobhan Maxon. Here's Aiden Moore driving it inside. Pull-up jumper for him off back iron and no good. Rebounded by Zimmerman, and he can bring this ball up the floor. He's guarded by OB23. Up top is Leighton Harms, guarded by Ian Ramsey. Elijah Webster set to come in, as we're going to have a blocking foul down low. And it will be on the ground. So Roanoke-Benson will run an out-of-bounds play, and Elijah Webster comes in place of Aiden Moore. Webster, the leading scorer and the leading rebounder so far, as Zimmerman gets this ball in here to Caden Harms, gets this up top to Leighton. Leighton Harms guarded by Ian Ramsey. Leighton driving inside. Floater is good. It's a three-point game. Siobhan Maxon now bringing it up the floor for EPG, going from left to right. Here's Owen Berquist, gets this to Sam Starter. Ian Ramsey drives baseline, puts up the floater, rims out. And a chance for Roanoke to tie the game on this possession. Leighton Harms bringing up the floor, drives inside, basket is good. 1-point game. 3.5 remaining here in quarter number 2. As here's Siobhan Maxon, gets this to Ian Ramsey. Titans need a basket at some point. Elijah Webster, jumper is no good, and we have an off-the-ball foul. Called for a shove. It is against EPG. And it looks to be against Ian Ramsey. That's his second team foul of the quarter for El Paso Gridley. Jack Hempstead comes in for Siobhan Maxon. And some changes coming in here for Roanoke, as Henry Knepp checks into the game. And we also have number 5 coming in for the first time, Grayson Martin. Here's Martin, gets this to Caden Harms, who drives inside. Martin floats it up, no good. Rebounded by Jack Hempstead. And here comes Hempstead the other way. Drives inside. He's fouled on the way through. So it'll be another on-the-ground foul against the Rockets, as that will be their second team foul of the quarter, as that will be against Henry Knepp, the junior. And more changes coming in as Ian Ramsey comes out of the game for Nathaniel Hiles. As Sam Starter to inbound, gets this into Owen Berquist. Berquist to Hempstead on the wing, looking for somewhere to go. He drives inside. Hempstead, offensive foul. He stuck out his elbow on the way through. Chance for Roanoke to take the lead on this possession. As Jack Hempstead with his first foul of the game. That's the third team foul of the quarter for EPG, leading 21-20. And Roanoke with a chance to take the lead here. Leighton Harms gets this to Knepp. Here's Grayson Martin, guarded by Sam Starter. Caden Harms to Leighton Harms at the free throw line, driving inside. Good defense by Nathaniel Hiles, but it goes in anyway. And Roanoke have the lead. Leighton Harms with 8 points in the second quarter alone. He has 10 in the game. Jack Hempstead inside to Elijah Webster. Webster puts it up, no good. It's an 11-0 run for the Rockets as Harms takes it to the rack, no good. Rebounded by Jack Hempstead, but a jump ball, so it will go the way of EPG anyway. And Chavon and Braden Hayes coming in place of Nathaniel Hiles and Owen Berquist. So the tight five, Jack Hempstead, Chavon Maxson, Braden Hayes, Sam Starter, and Elijah Webster. As Chavon brings it up, gets this to Hempstead. Titans need something offensively here. Braden Hayes driving inside, floats it up, and it is no good. And it will be on the baseline again, as that was Hunter on the foul. The Roanoke five on the floor as Jonah Souter checks back in. As it will be him, Jonah Souter, Henry Knepp, Dax Hunter, Grayson Martin, and Leighton Harms in the game at the moment. Jack Hempstead in the corner off the inbound. Braden Hayes, 1:50 remaining. Chavon Maxson three-pointer, a little long, and it was rebounded by Joe Souter. And now here's Grayson Martin bringing it up the floor here for Roanoke-Benson. They lead by a point. Caden Harms, 95 seconds left, drives inside, floats it up, it's no good. Webster with the rebound. Here's Chavon Maxson, gets this to Hempstead. Hempstead driving inside, floats up, he's fouled. And 2 free throws coming up here for El Paso Gridley, and a chance for them to retake the lead after a long drought of no points offensively, and a chance to end an 11-0 run by the Roanoke-Benson Rockets. As Jack Hempstead to the free throw line for EPG. 4 points for him so far. Make that 5 as he ties the game at 22 with the free throw with 1:24 remaining. Let's see about free throw number 2 for Jack Hempstead. He's got it. Titans lead, 1:24 remaining here in the second quarter. As the foul, which led up to the free throw, was against Henry Knepp. That's his third. And Dane Zimmerman will check into the game in his place. And it's going to be a short stoppage in the game, as the officials one of the officials went over to the scorer's table to point something out. And now we're back in action with Harms. Titans full court pressing at the moment, as Caden Harms gets this to Leighton Harms. Harms gets this to the other Harms. Here's Hunter in the corner, guarded by Braden Hayes. Gets it up top here to Zimmerman. Dane Zimmerman stuck at the elbow, as here's Hunter. Hunter driving inside, gets inside the paint. Gray area jumper for Souter is no good, rebounded by Sam Starter. Here's Chavon Maxson bringing up the floor. Hempstead inside, misses the easy layup. And Roanoke can bring it back up the floor with Leighton Harms. guarded by Jack Hempstead, who just missed the bunny inside. Leighton Harms loses his footing. Caden Harms makes up for the mistake. Zimmerman gets it back to Leighton Harms. 30 seconds remaining here in quarter number 2. Titans leading by 1, and we're going to get a carry violation against Leighton Harms. And with 26.4 seconds remaining, Owen Berquist will check into the game. 26.4 left in the quarter, or left until halftime rather. As let's see what the Titans can do here. They lead by 1. Chavon Maxon bringing it up the floor for EPG. 20 seconds remaining. Chavon Maxon looking to drain some of this clock, as you have plenty of options. You have Braden Hayes, Chavon, who with the ball right now, he could pull something. 8 seconds left in the quarter. Here's Braden Hayes in the corner, puts up the 3, no good. And a travel. Braden Hayes shifted his feet a little before he got that 3-point jumper off, and with 5.7 left, Roanoke have it on their own baseline. Chance to take the lead going into the half. Dax Hunter bringing up the floor. Hunter is going to get it to Caden Harms. 3-pointer at the going into the half. And Roanoke-Benson, who haven't beaten EPG in this tournament since 2019, have played tough in this first half, have held this Titans offense to only 23 points. And the hosts in the final night of the Thanksgiving tournament for 2025, leading by just a point. We'll take a short break here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports, and James Webster will be back on the mic to give his first half thoughts.
Since 1949, Miller Insurance has been serving clients' insurance needs in Central Illinois. Working with many of the most reputable insurance carriers, Miller Insurance is your local source for home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. With locations in Colfax, Gridley, and Bloomington, Miller Insurance is happy to serve you. Check them out at insurewithmiller.com or call 309-663-0104. Miller Insurance wishes the best of luck to the area high school teams this year. Stoller Trucking LLC continues to grow and currently runs 75 trucks and non-hazard tanker freights and dry box freights. They attribute the success to exceptional drivers and loyal customers. Stoller Trucking came from humble beginnings, a solid work ethic, and determination. They wish EPG the best of luck this year. Stoller's headquarters are in Gridley at 102 South Ford Street. Call 309-450-3998 or email info@stollertrucking.com.
Every day, every single day, you hear about identity theft, whether it's on the radio, in the newspapers, on TV, or online. Now's the time to start protecting yourself with Bank of Pontiac's ID Theft Smart. It's the smart choice for safeguarding your identity. Protection, detection, restoration. ID Theft Smart at Bank of Pontiac is an easy and affordable way to obtain credit monitoring and identity restoration services that give you peace of mind. Stop by any Bank of Pontiac location to sign up for ID Theft Smart, the smart choice for safeguarding your identity. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the El Paso Gridley Thanksgiving Tournament. We're our halftime in the game between the EPG Titans and the Roanoke-Benson Rockets. It is a 23-22 game, a close one through that first half, as the Titans leading by just a point here at the halftime break. We have James Webster back on the mic. We have the half-court contest going on beneath us. Landon Raymer hit a half-court shot on Wednesday, and Jackson Barker just took a shot. He almost made one. As James Webster, welcome back, and your thoughts on that first half, because some more mixed emotions about how the Titans approached that first half, really.
Yeah, again, Ben, I think we've seen Coach Shippert rotate in more players than he will normally in a normal first half when we get into the regular season. I think he's still taking a look at his players. I was much more impressed with that starting five. They came out, they played with much more organization. They knew what they were doing. They played with more intensity. They moved the ball around well. They didn't turn it over. So that was a real change from Wednesday night when they just looked nervous and made a lot of mistakes. So that was really good. As he rotated in players in the first half, I felt like EPG got control. They were moving the ball well. They scored their baskets. Second quarter, as they rotated more, we saw a little bit of disruption to the rhythm, I think. You know, we got players in there. They didn't quite know where each other were. There was a lot of players coming in and out, and that did disrupt the game. And I think Roanoke seized that opportunity to come back into it. And we're going to take a pause here because here comes Andy Hitty with a half-court shot.
Come on, Andy. Andy Hitty with a half-court shot, air ball.
Andy Hitty being the color commentator with Ben through the football season.
What a guy. Luke Eilenfeld just took a half-court shot. He missed it.
He had a good effort there. Andy had a good effort, but it was unfortunately fell a little short. So.
And speaking of good effort, you have to say, you were talking about that starting five, but you could say that about the Titans in general. But what I've been impressed by is the effort the Roanoke-Benson Rockets gave in that first half. They've been running it really close.
They have been running it close. I did fear for them a little bit as the score started to tick up with the Titan lead. But like I said, they seized the opportunity as the Titans rotated some players, and they played well. Particularly number 30 coming in here, Leighton Harms. I think he's done really well. Like, he's been not afraid to drive inside. Moved the ball, found the opportunities, and taken the opportunity to score. I think, too, they've hustled well. They've got some good rebounds. And then they're not afraid to throw their bodies in there. So they look good. I think this is going to be a game. I expect the Titans to still come away and win this, especially how they've started the first half and with the chance to ship it to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And let's run through some stats here real quick. Elijah Webster has been impressive in that first half. 8 points, 7 rebounds. Chavon Maxson, 2 points a rebound. Braden Hayes with only 3 points and nothing else. Owen Berquist with just a rebound. Jack Kempstead, and who made that half-court shot? Was that Noah Wetstein? I believe it was.
Can't quite see from here, but yeah, somebody who just made one who looks like
no, that's not Noah Wetstein.
He looks maybe like a high school kid somewhere.
Yeah, I believe looks like he's from Cornerstone, but regardless, going back to the stats, Jack Kempstead, 6 points, a rebound. Kane Kerfoot with just 2 points. Sam Stauder. Harlan Tillian just made a half-court shot. He was a monumental involvement in the Titans football season. As go back to the stats, Sam Stauder with just a rebound and Ian Ramsey with 2 points and a rebound. Javen Fucht with 5 points from that first half. And then Dane Zimmerman with 3 points, a rebound. Caden Harms had just 1 rebound from that first half. Leighton Harms, the leading scorer in the game, with 10 points and 4 rebounds. Jonah Souter with 4 points and 3 rebounds. And that's it for Roanoke, really. And James, what do you expect coming into the second half? Because this is a very highly contested game, and it's very wide open right now.
Yeah, I expect the El Paso Gridley to get a little bit more control again. I thought when they set up and when they were doing really well in the first quarter, they slowed the game down a little bit. They set up with 4 guys out, moved the ball around the perimeter, looked for the open pass inside, found some really nice passes, made some relatively easy baskets. I expect them to do that. Towards in the second quarter, it was a little bit more high tempo. They were looking for opportunities that maybe weren't there, not being as patient. So I expect them to be more patient again. I expect Roanoke to continue to do what they're doing, moving the ball quickly, creating opportunities, finding chances to take the shots when they can, and they're clearly not afraid to shoot. And I think as they do that, this game could go either way. But I think as we get down the stretch, we'll see the Titans pull away with this one.
Well, let's see what happens in that regard as the Roanoke-Benson Rockets, they're back out on the floor and having a bit of a shoot-around before this second half gets underway. And we'll take a short break, about 2.5 minutes till the second half gets underway. Thank you, James Webster, for joining us for halftime. And we will take a short break here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports.
Edelman delivers home wellness. Edelman Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, Electric, and Solar is proud to offer a brand new home wellness club featuring regular tune-ups for all your in-home systems, on top of quality service and installations. From HVAC tune-ups to generator maintenance, Edelman is your one-stop shop for home wellness. Visit edelmanteam.com or call 815-781-2317 to learn more about the Home Wellness Club or to schedule an appointment and see how Edelman delivers value to your home today.
Gibson Area Hospital Elite Sport and Fitness. Sport enhancement, personal training, and general fitness programs. Customized training programs designed by our certified training staff offer encouragement for crushing your fitness goals. Affordable memberships for all ages and fitness levels. Sign up for a wide variety of exciting fitness classes. Follow GAH Elite on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Locations in Gibson City, Paxton, Fairbury, and Cissna Park. Call 217-784-2045 for details.
Next Level Fitness and Wellness is a brand new 24-hour facility in Gridley offering strength training, cardio equipment, group fitness, personal training, and infrared sauna and massage therapy. It's a clean, safe, and encouraging atmosphere if you're just starting out or are a seasoned athlete. Make this your next level. 310 West Gridley Road, Route 24. Visit them on Instagram, Next Level Gridley. Made from scratch pies, unique sandwiches, and espresso drinks are waiting for you at Common Grounds Cafe and Pie Shop along Route 24 in Gridley. Come to the place where pie is always on the menu and check out the grab-and-go case. Also try their unique protein bites for natural energy. Common Grounds is open Tuesday through Friday 6 to 2 and Saturday 8 to 2. Best of luck to the El Paso Gridley Titans from Common Grounds in Gridley.
Back for the second half here from El Paso Gridley High School. The Titans leading 23-22 in the second and surprisingly final night of the Thanksgiving tournament due to heavy snow, which is forecasted to come overnight, which will cut this tournament one night short. And Peoria Notre Dame, they won earlier over Cornerstone, whom the Titans played Wednesday night. And this game set to be a great finale to the 2025 Thanksgiving tournament, as Roanoke-Benson will go from left to right here in this second half, and we'll start with the basketball. Here is Caden Harms, who will get this to Javen Fucht, Dax Hunter. Jonah Souter is below. He doesn't have it. Now he does. Jonah Souter inside, and he travels. And that was not the best of starts to the second half for Jonah Souter and the Rockets, as the Titans will bring it up to start the second half with Sam Stauder, the same starting five for El Paso Gridley, and same goes for Roanoke-Benson. As here's Sam Stauder again, gets it to Kane Kerfoot. Kerfoot to Ramsey, Ian Ramsey to Kerfoot, pump fake, drives inside, Kerfoot, underhand layup, no good. And an offensive foul, as looks like someone took a shot on the way through. Not quite sure who it was. And we have Jack Hempstead, who was tying his shoe. And apologies to those listening on the radio again, as feed cut out temporarily. Thank you to all 15 of those, or 17 now, listening on the radio. And for the 18 of you watching on Ben Webster Sports at the moment, as we just like to thank you for tuning in. As driving inside here is Leighton Harms, tries to get this to Jonah Souter. He does. Souter floats it up and in, and Roanoke-Benson start the second half with the lead. Jonah Souter hasn't been that much of an involvement scoring-wise, but he gets himself into the box score here to start the second half. Sam Stauder swings it to Jack Hempstead. He drives inside. Nice entry pass to Ian Ramsey. Reverse layup is good from the sophomore, and the Titans retake the lead. Jonah Souter with 6 points for Roanoke-Benson, and Ian Ramsey now with 4 for EPG. Javen Fucht at the other end for Roanoke. His pass goes well into the backcourt. This will be a backcourt violation, and it looks like it went out of bounds as well. So the Titans will have it on the opponent's baseline. And it looks like one of the officials is talking to Ian Ramsey about something, as Owen Bergquist came in for Kane Kerfoot. Stauder inbound. Owen Bergquist three-pointer. That's no good, off the front rim. Rebounded by Fucht, who can speed the other way. He's guarded by Owen Bergquist, Javen Fucht, as he drives inside, floats it up, blocked by Owen Bergquist. Gets it to Souter. Souter up top to Dax Hunter. Hunter driving inside, driving at Webster. It's blocked by Elijah Webster. Rebounded by Souter. He's inside. He's fouled and he couldn't quite get it to go, but Jonah Souter will go to the free throw line. As the second chances for Roanoke biting EPG there. And Jonah Souter goes to the free throw line. He has 6 points. And looking to add to that tally with this first free throw, which he tried to bank it in, but it rims out. And the best he can do is tie the game at 25. Just over 2 gone here in the third quarter. Souter's free throw is no good. Rebounded by Hunter. And now comes to Caden Harms. Here's Fuchs up at the top of the key. Caden Harms, his three-pointer is no good. Rebounded by Leighton Harms. Harms skip pass to Hunter. Caden Harms in the corner. Scoreless he is personally tonight, Caden Harms. He drives inside to the corner for Hunter, who drives inside and he loses it. Stolen away by Owen Bergquist. Euro step to the rim is no good, but a blocking foul. And 2 free throws for OB23. Foul going against Javen Fuchs for El Paso Gridley, as that's his third. Ian Ramsey at the other end picked up his third foul on the foul that sent Jonah Souter to the line. Owen Bergquist now shooting 2 for El Paso Gridley to try and extend the 1-point lead. First free throw, rims in. Braden Hayes checks in for Ian Ramsey, the Titans, and Chavon Maxson will also come in for Sam Stauder. So for the Titans, you basically have your strongest 5 out on the floor at the moment. Obviously, Braden Hayes, Chavon Maxson, and Owen Bergquist haven't been available through the week due to them being a part of the football team. As here's Dax Hunter at the other end for Roanoke. Here is Dane Zimmerman, who came into the game for Javen Fuchs. Here's Caden Harms, back to Zimmerman. 2-point game as Owen Bergquist with his second free throw at the other end. Inside is Souter, and he puts it in. All tied at 26, 5 remaining here in quarter number 3. As here's Chavon Maxson, screen set by Webster at the top of the key. Owen Bergquist, Braden Hayes, pump fake 3. Jumper from the free throw line is good. Nice play by Braden Hayes, and that's his 5th point of the night. He hasn't been that much involved scoring-wise as compared to Wednesday. But Braden Hayes always a threat on offense as Dax Hunter crossover on Braden Hayes as here's Caden Harms. Tries to pull up for 3. And there were calls for a foul somewhere in there. Here's Souter at the free throw line. Harms, pump fake on Chavon, drives inside. Tries to get it to Hunter, and it just comes up with Zimmerman. Here's Souter, gets it to Leighton Harms, to the rim, he's fouled. And that's an on-the-ground foul. So Roanoke-Benson will have it on the ground. Leighton Harms thinks that was a shooting foul. As we're gonna get Henry Knepp checking into the game in place of Jonah Souter. And he has scored all 4 points so far here in quarter number 3 for Roanoke-Benson, as Aiden Moore checks in for Jack Hempstead, as he'll get to the bench. As Zimmerman, the one to inbound. Rockets down by 2. They get it into Caden Harms, up top to Leighton Harms. Here's Leighton, guarded by Elijah Webster, the 2 tallest guys on the floor going head-to-head here. Leighton drives by, and he misses the first one, grabs his own miss and scores. Tied at 28, halfway gone here in the third. Here comes Chavon the other way for EPG. Chavon to Owen Bergquist, Aiden Moore around the perimeter. Braden Hayes, 3-pointer, back iron, no good. Rebounded by Knepp, and he'll get this to Dane Zimmerman, who will ship it for Leighton Harms, and he'll just bring it up the floor. 3:30 remaining here in the third quarter. This game is tied at 28. Defensive battle here at the Titan Center as Dax Hunter drives inside and he's fouled, which will be the 4th team foul of the quarter for EPG. And that will go against Elijah Webster, his first foul of the night. And so in comes the inbound, which will go to Caden Harms. Roanoke with a chance to take the lead for the first time in the second half, or the second time rather. As here is Leighton Harms driving inside, good move to the basket, and he scores. Roanoke-Benson take the lead here in the third. 3 minutes to go. Here's Chavon Maxson bringing it up. Titans need something to go their way here. Here's Owen Bergquist. On the near side wing of the near side of the court here's Elijah Webster. Out to Chavon Maxson, pump fakes a three, drives inside, he's fouled on the way through, and it will go against Henry Knepp, that's his fourth, and Jonah Souter immediately summoned off the bench to come in, and Grayson Martin as well. Both of them will come in, and Leighton Harms also takes to the bench for the Rockets. Second team foul of the quarter for Roanoke-Benson, 2:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Roanoke-Benson up 2, Titans with the ball, as here's Aiden Moore on the wing. Entry pass to Webster, guarded by Souter. Fade away, shot by Webster is good, but it won't count as a foul was called on the ground. And it will be its third foul of the quarter as Jonah Souter picks up his first personal. As Braden Hayes inbounds it to Chavon, who's in the corner. Owen Bergquist, Braden Hayes corner three, that's no good. Rebounded by Souter, who forwards it for Hunter, but it's intercepted by Braden Hayes. Hayes inside, floats it up with the left hand, no good. And an over the back foul called on Aiden Moore. And Roanoke-Benson will have the ball, chance to go up by as much as 5 on this next possession. And that will result in 2 free throws. The over the back foul on Aiden Moore, that's his first personal. And the 5th team foul of the quarter. So the Titans in the penalty now for this third quarter. And that sends Jonah Souter to the free throw line. He went 0 for 2 on his last trip. Let's see if he can at least make 1 free throw here. As the officials are going to gather here, so they want to talk here. 2:22 remaining here in quarter number 3. Roanoke-Benson leading 30-28. The Titans in the penalty for fouls, and I think they're trying to determine who's going to the free throw line. Right now it's Caden Harms who's at the line. And one of the officials going over to the scorer's table. And it will be Caden Harms who will be shooting these free throws, not and what we originally believed to be Jonah Souter who would be shooting the free throws. Caden Harms shooting free throw number 1 for Roanoke is no good. So the best he can do is make it a 3-point game. As Leighton Harms checks back into the game here for Roanoke-Benson. And looks like we had another check in there as well. Grayson Martin comes in for Dane Zimmerman. As Aiden Moore comes out of the game for Jack Hempstead for EPG, as the second free throw by Harms is good. Chavon Maxson bringing it up the floor for EPG. They trail by 3 with just over 2 to go here in the third quarter. Here's Chavon, gets this to Owen Bergquist. Jonah Souter just playing off of him, as here's Braden Hayes. Hayes, entry pass to Hempstead. Hempstead inside, as Hempstead falls to the floor, and it's a travel. As Jack Hempstead with quite a few turnovers tonight. As EPG down 3, 31-28, Roanoke-Benson lead. They have the basketball. Leighton Harms bringing this ball up here. Dax Hunter gets this to Caden Harms. Grayson Martin at the top of the key. Entry pass to the elbow for Harms is stolen by Braden Hayes. Gets this forward to Owen Bergquist. Hempstead inside, he's fouled from behind by Harms. And a chance for 2 free throws to cut the lead to 1 for Jack Hempstead. And Braden Hayes, looks like he took a shot to the face at one point in that sequence, as Sam Starter is about to come in for EPG with Braden Hayes coming to the bench. And no, it looks like Braden Hayes is limping over to the athletic trainer. And that's not a good sight to see. Braden Hayes, such a weapon offensively for EPG as Jack Hempstead goes 1 for 2 from the line. 2-point game, just over 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Leighton Harms bringing the ball up, guarded by Hempstead. Leighton Harms with the entry pass to Souter, who misses the bunny, and now the Titans with a chance to tie it. Hempstead drives inside, he misses the layup. Leighton Harms with the rebound. That's his 7th rebound of the night, Leighton Harms, or excuse me, yes, that is his 7th. As Chavon Maxson steals it at the other end. Here's Hempstead, another layup, it's good, plus the foul. Jack Hempstead ties the game at 31 with 1:06 remaining here in the third quarter. As that foul goes against Grayson Martin, that's his first personal, 5th team foul of the quarter. And so Jack Hempstead at the free throw line with a chance to give the Titans the lead. And he does. Big plays made by Jack Hempstead here as he gets himself up to 10 points. He's the Titans' leading scorer tonight. Elijah Webster, who was on 8 at halftime, has not scored yet here in this second half. Under a minute to go here in quarter number 3. Titans leading by 1. Here come the Rockets with Hunter up top. Skip past corner for Leighton Harms. Driving on Jack Hempstead baseline. Up top to Caden Harms. Catch and shoot three-pointer. Front rim no good. Rebounded by Hempstead. And here comes Chavon. Gets this into OB23. He is blocked by Hunter. Grabs his own miss. Sam Starter for 3. No good. Rebounded by Caden Harms, who will get this to Leighton. And under 30 remaining here in the third quarter. Titans leading 32-31. And Leighton Harms, let's see what he can do here. Gets this to Dax Hunter, the sophomore here for Roanoke-Benson. He's guarded by Owen Berquist. He's trying to force him left. And Chavon Maxson switches onto him. Caden Harms, 6 seconds left, 5. Dane Zimmerman with it. Zimmerman gets this to Harms, gets it up at the buzzer. It's good! Caden Harms at the buzzer to end the third quarter. And the Rockets lead by 2 going into the fourth quarter. Caden Harms, that's his first field goal of the game. And what a big bucket that is as the Rockets go into the fourth quarter, leading 32-34. Don't go anywhere because this game is going to have a Hollywood ending. Attention Route 24 radio listeners. A brand new morning show starts Monday at 6 a.m. on our Route24Radio.com live stream. Catch the latest news, sports, weather, and a recap of this game. It's the Route 24 Radio Morning Show weekday mornings on our live stream at Route24Radio.com. Caden Harms with a huge three-pointer at the third quarter buzzer to put the Roanoke-Benson Rockets up by 2 going into the final quarter. As that was his first field goal of this entire game with that buzzer beater. And Roanoke with a momentum boost going into the fourth quarter. The Titans will start with possession of the basketball here in this fourth quarter. 5 on the floor for the Rockets is Hunter Fucht. But the Harms, Words, and Jonas Souter. As for EPG, it is Sam Starter, Chavon Maxson, Jack Hempstead, Owen Berquist, and Elijah Webster. As here's Owen Berquist up top, gets this to the corner for Chavon Maxson, and Javen Fucht pokes away the entry pass to Elijah Webster, and it will go out for Titan basketball. As here's Chavon, who will enter it to Sam Starter at the top of the key. Starter gets this to Owen Berquist. Back to Starter. Starter driving in on Souter. Back out to Chavon Maxson. Mid-range jumper is no good. And this one will go out of bounds. No, it is a shove against Owen Berquist. Certainly didn't look like a shove, but that's his first personal, first team foul for the Titans here in the fourth quarter. And they will press. Titans looking to press full court. as this is inbounded from Caden Harms to Javen Fute, who will be guarded by Sam Stauder. Dax Hunter in the corner. Hunter, entry pass poked away by Jack Hempstead, and it will be rocket ball on the baseline. As it will be Dax Hunter looking to inbound this basketball. So here's Hunter, gets this into Harms, and we're getting a blocking foul here as it's against Chavon Maxson. That's a bit of a weird foul as it went off of the foot of Harms, but the officials just decided to call a blocking foul on Chavon, I guess. Though he was playing defense on close, and there's that matchup, Caden Harms on Chavon Maxson on Caden Harms. As here is Leighton Harms inside. It's blocked by Jack Hempstead as he tried to put up the floater. Here's Elijah Webster driving inside to the rack. It's no good. Good defense by Jonah Souter. And back the other way comes Leighton Harms. Harms inside. It's stolen away by Chavon Maxson. End-to-end basketball right now. Jack Hempstead's layup is good. All tied at 34. Just over a minute gone here in the fourth quarter. As here's Dax Hunter speeding it up the floor for Roanoke-Benson. Guarded closely by Owen Bergquist. As here is Leighton Harms as he has it poked loose by Jack Hempstead. And he's been the Titans' best player tonight, you have to say. Jack Hempstead in a full timeout called by Roanoke-Benson. And we'll take a bit of a break here on Route 24 Radio and Ben Webster Sports.
The timeouts and halftime during the game tonight on Route24Radio.com. Brought to you by Big Mike Jenkins at Mangold Ford in Eureka. He's got your keys. Thanks to Big Mike at Mangold Ford in Eureka for sponsoring our timeouts and halftime tonight on Route24Radio.com. Your home for the EPG Titans.
Stop into Pontiac's premier barbecue restaurant, Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse at 223 West Madison Street. Since 2021, we've been making delicious home-style items like ground steak burgers, hand-cut fries, smoked barbecue. We are happy to provide the community with a family-friendly restaurant and event center for parties and celebrations with exceptional catering services. Bob and Ringo's Grill and Smokehouse personally invites you to stop in for ribs, wings, pulled pork, salads, brisket, and more. Call 815-844-6565.
Welcome back to the Titan Center here at El Paso Gridley High School. 6:31 remaining here in this ball game. The Roanoke-Benson Rockets have played the Titans well tonight as this game tied at 34. As they're about to get the inbound in, as Caden Harms will get the inbound in right out of the timeout, and he gets this to Javen Fute, who is guarded by Sam Stauder. No changes to the 5 on the floor since the beginning of the fourth quarter for EPG. As here's Dax Hunter at the top of the key, looking for the wing, and it's stolen by Hempstead again. Jack Hempstead takes it to the rack, puts it in, plus the foul. Jack Hempstead is on fire tonight as he puts the Titans up 2 and a chance to make it a 3-point game. As Jack Hempstead, 14 points, 3 rebounds tonight for him, as he has been on another level here in this second half. He has scored the Titans' last however many, I'm going to assume 6, as his free throw is no good. Jonah Souter tried to rebound it, but it goes through his hands, and it will be Titan basketball on the far sideline, right in the corner. And that could be a huge mistake in the grand scheme of things. As here's Owen Bergquist to Sam Stauder. Stauder gets this to Jack Hempstead. Elijah Webster in the corner. Out to Sam Stauder. Sam Stauder dribbling around the perimeter. Drives inside. Handoff to Owen Bergquist. Back to Sam Stauder. Stauder, three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Leighton Harms, and Braden Hayes getting ready to check back in at the next dead ball. But here's Leighton Harms, bringing it up the floor for Roanoke-Benson. They're down 2, 5.5 to go. as Caden Harms, his mid-range jumper is blocked by Chavon Maxson. Back the other way come the Titans. Jack Hempstead with it. Sam Stauder will just dribble around the perimeter, and the Titans getting ready to run their offensive set. As here's Chavon Maxson driving inside. Shifty layup, no good. Rebounded by Leighton Harms. As that's his 10th rebound. He has a double-double tonight. Leighton Harms with 14 points, 10 boards. And the ball goes out of bounds at the other end as the entry pass into the post. Knocked away by Jack Hempstead, out for an inbound play. As Sam Stauder will be the one going to the bench in place of Braden Hayes. As your strongest five on the floor now for EPG. As here's Caden Harms. Floater, no good. Rebounded by Hempstead. Here comes Chavon Maxson now. Titans leading by 2. Hempstead driving inside. Puts it up, no good. Rebound. Jack Hempstead puts it in. He's on 16. Timeout called by John Shippert. As Hempstead crashed into the student section after making that layup, and the Titans lead by 4.
For over 70 years, Brandt has been helping growers achieve better results. They bring the very best seed, crop protection, and nutrient solutions to the farm. Through research and innovation, they help Central Illinois growers implement new practices and improve crop yield and quality. Brandt, professional agriculture. Visit brandt.co for more information.
16 points, 5 rebounds for Jack Hempstead. Here in this second, he scored 10 of those points in the second half, 6 in the fourth quarter, as Jack Hempstead has turned it up a notch here in the second half as the Titans lead by 4, 38-34 to score, 4:47 remaining here in the fourth quarter. As here's Javen Fucht here for Roanoke-Benson, bringing the ball up. As keep an eye on the foul count for both teams, as here's Leighton Harms inside, puts it up. There is a foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Leighton Harms. 4:35 is what's on the clock, and that foul going to be called against Elijah Webster. That's his second personal. John Shippert talking to one of the officials about the foul call, and that's Leighton Harms to the free throw line. First free throw, off back iron, no good. Best he can do is make it a 3-point game or cut the lead to 3. Harms, and he misses it, and the rebound goes to Webster. That's his 9th rebound tonight. And now here comes Chavon Maxson speeding up the floor. Jack Hempstead with another layup. Titans by 6. Jack Hempstead with 8 in the fourth quarter, 18 on the night. Harms to the rim, Leighton Harms that is, he puts it up and in. Chavon Maxson tried to draw the offensive foul. And now here comes Chavon Maxson. Crisscross inside. And now here's Braden Hayes to Chavon Maxson. Chavon looking around. He's going to drive it inside. Chavon, nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Elijah Webster. Chavon, 3-pointer. Bang! Chavon Maxson from downtown. He's only on 5 points, but he makes plays when it matters. Titans lead by 7. Their largest lead of the second half. 3.5 to go. Caden Harms for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Leighton Harms, and he banks it in off the glass for 2. Titans by 5 now. Here's Chavon. Gets this to Jack Hempstead. Jack Hempstead to Elijah Webster. Kick out to Owen Bergquist. Back to Chavon. Let's see another one, buddy. Chavon. Corner 3 from Jack Hempstead. That's good! Jack Hempstead from downtown. And the Titans lead by 8 with 3:10 to go. 21 points for Jack Hempstead. What a night for him.
Hey DQ fans, do you want access to exclusive deals? Then download the DQ app and sign up for the DQ rewards today. Not only will you have access to new deals every week, but you can earn DQ points to redeem on your fave eats and treats. The DQ app makes ordering and earning free DQ food just a click away. Plus, you can stay up to date on the latest flavors and easily order your faves with one-click reordering. Just place an order in the DQ app or scan your phone at the register to start earning delicious rewards. Only at DQ in Fairbury and El Paso. Happy tastes good.
I'm very sorry to our Route 24 radio listeners. For some reason, the feed here at the Titan Center, it just keeps cutting out for whatever reason. It's not a problem we've experienced much here, but we'd just like to apologize for the inconvenience. As the Titans leading by 8, 3:10 to go. Jack Hempstead has been on fire here in this second half. 15 of his 21 points has come in the second half. And what a night for Jack Hempstead, the senior, looking to prove himself and seal his spot in John Shippert's starting five. Len Harms bringing it up the floor here for Roanoke-Benson. He's had himself a night with a double-double. Here's Javen Fuchs, guarded by Braden Hayes, poked loose, but Fuchs picks it back up around half court, and a foul going to be called against Braden Hayes, which will be his his second personal foul, rather. Fourth team foul, I meant to say. Fourth team foul of the quarter for EPG. 2:55 to go. Roanoke-Benson needs something. And a timeout called here by Roanoke-Benson. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll take another short break here on Route 24 Radio. The Titans leading in the fourth quarter by 8, their largest lead of the second half.
It's time to take a break in the action. While the players get a break, rest assured the team at stores are continuing to work around the clock for you. At Heller Ford and Heller Chevrolet GMC in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac, their game is to find you the right.
Touchdowns aren't the only way to score this season. At Flanagan State Bank, students from 3rd grade through
I'd like to apologize to Heller Stores for accidentally clicking on the Flanagan State Bank commercial, as we're back here at El Paso Gridley High School, as it will be Caden Harms to inbound it here for Roanoke-Benson. They need something here. Leighton Harms with it. He's guarded by the hot Jack Hempstead, as driving inside is Harms. Entry pass into Souter. It gets there, but a foul going to be called against Braden Hayes, as that's his third foul, as 2 fouls in quick succession called on Braden Hayes. That sends Jonas Souter to the free throw line, and if you're EPG, this is who you want at the free throw line. It's Jonas Souter. He's not been really accurate from the line tonight, and that proves my point. His first free throw off the front of the rim, and no good. Stays in an 8-point game. Best he can do is cut the lead to 7, and he does just that, with the second free throw being good. Souter is 2 for 6 from the free throw line tonight, as here comes Chavon Maxon up the floor. 2:40 remaining. Titans leading 46-39 here in this Thanksgiving thriller. As here's Hempstead. Gets this to Chavon Maxon. He floats this one back out. It may have been deflected. And we're going to get a foul off the ball. Let's see who they called this against. It is against Owen Berquist. And that's his second personal foul in the penalty, meaning that Roanoke-Benson are right back at the free throw line, trying to cut into this lead. Dax Hunter was the one who was fouled, so he will be the one shooting 2. The best he can do is cut the lead to 5. Free throw number 1 for Hunter is good. And Dax Hunter makes it a 6-point game, 2:27 remaining here in El Paso, as Hunter just scored his first point tonight. Let's see. This free throw, he does. 5-point game. Roanoke-Benson scoring 3 straight points from the free throw line. And this is a 46-41 game, 22 and counting remaining. Here's Braden Hayes, double teamed up top. Braden Hayes tries to get through the double team. He just about does. Looking for a foul, doesn't get it. Stolen by Roanoke-Benson. Here's Hunter. Fuke three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Owen Bergquist. Stolen away by Souter. Ball is on the floor. Picked up by Chavon and a timeout called. Huge timeout called by Chavon Maxson, and that gives the Titans the ball after this timeout, and we will take a short break and we'll give Heller Stores their deserved commercial time.
It's time to take a break in the action. While the players get a break, rest assured the team at Heller Stores are continuing to work around the clock for you. At Heller Ford and Heller Chevrolet GMC in El Paso and Heller Motors in Pontiac, their game is to find you the right vehicle at the right price. Their fully trained staff will be prepared to provide you with the best car buying experience. So while you wait for the action to return, check out HellerStores.com and begin your Heller experience that starts with great selection, great prices, and ends with great customer service. Heller Ford, Heller Chevrolet GMC, and Heller Motors. Shop online at HellerStores.com.
Welcome back to El Paso Gridley High School, where we have got us a good one for the final 2:01 here in this game, as the Titans, by the looks of it, will have the basketball on the sideline here to inbound it. 2:01 remaining as your Titan 5 on the floor at the moment. As Braden Hayes comes out of the game, it is Elijah Webster, Owen Bergquist, Sam Stauder, Chavon Maxson, and Jack Hempstead, easily the player of the game, assuming the Titans come away with the win tonight. As for Roanoke-Benson, it's Caden Harms, Leighton Harms, Dax Hunter, Jonas Souter, and Javen Fucht. As the inbound was tipped out by Caden Harms, who was guarding Chavon Maxson. And the Titans will now inbound it from the short corner on the sideline. Hempstead looking for somebody to get it into. He finds Owen Bergquist, and now here's Chavon Maxson off. Under 2 to play here in this fourth quarter. Can the Titans close it out? Here's Chavon getting it to Jack Hempstead. Crossover. Hempstead with 21 here tonight. Here's Chavon again. At about the volleyball line. Here on the newly brandished court here in El Paso, as Chavon is fouled. That is only the second team foul of the quarter for Roanoke, so they still have quite a few fouls before they can send the Titans to the free throw line. As Dane Zimmerman is going to check in and Jonas Souter goes to the bench. As the foul will go against Caden Harms, his second. And as I mentioned, second team foul against Roanoke-Benson. Here's Chavon off the inbound. Chavon gets this to Jack Hempstead. Corner for Sam Stauder. Inside for Elijah Webster, who lays it up and in. His first point of the second half. It's another double-double for Elijah Webster, as he's now on 10 points. Here's Leighton Harms driving inside. Javen Fucht three-pointer. Air ball. Rebounding it is Dax Hunter, and he is fouled at the rim by Webster. 2 free throws coming up for Dax Hunter to try and cut the lead back down to 5. As Elijah Webster, that is his third foul. And the Titans, of course, in the penalty. Braden Hayes and Jonas Souter getting ready to come on for their respective teams as Hunter misses the first free throw. 1:11 remaining here in this game as Sam Stauder heads to the bench. And Jonas Souter is just sat back down, so he does not come into the game. As Hunter, second free throw. This is big. He's got it. 2-score game. 48-42. 1:11 to go. Chavon Maxson bringing it up for El Paso Gridley. Braden Hayes rather. My mind is still on football. Braden Hayes crossover. And get a foul. And Dax Hunter going to be called for the foul. That will be the third team offense against Roanoke-Benson here in the quarter. That is Hunter's 4th personal foul. And we're going to have a timeout called here by Roanoke-Benson. With 58.9 seconds to go, the Titans leading by 6, looking to close it out here on the final night of Thanksgiving.
Every day, farmers rise before the sun and put everything they have into a job so few can do. Their courage, resilience, and relentless work shape the legacies and future of our country. At Beck's, we're proud to stand alongside those who don't wait to see what the world will do. They act, they lead, they are the difference. Beck's honors your commitment to your land, family, and purpose. And while we can't predict what the future holds, There is one thing we can do to change it, and that's be the difference, right now, in every decision, in every season.
A bit of a stat adjustment during the break. Elijah Webster's actually on 9 rebounds instead of 10. So that leaves him with 10 points and 9 rebounds. He's a rebound away from his second straight double-double. As here's Chavon Maxson, who is trying to dribble out of the double team, but is fouled in the process. And Caden Harms is the one who fouls him. That's his 3rd foul. And the 4th team foul for Roanoke-Benson. So one more sends the Titans to the free throw line. Hempstead looking for someone to get it into, and we get a foul off the ball as the ball had not been inbounded, and it's Caden Harms who was holding onto the jersey of Chavon Maxson, and that's his 4th personal and the 5th team foul, so that will send Chavon Maxson to the free throw line. Chavon with the chance to make it as much as an 8-point game with 53.7 seconds remaining here in this game. Titans looking to go 2-0 in the Thanksgiving tournament as Chavon rattles in the first free throw. Chavon Maxson, until this 4th quarter, all he had was just 3 points. And he misses the second free throw. And I think the points total for Chavon is a little off as Dax Hunter gets it in on the other end. It's a 5-point game, 42 seconds remaining. Chavon with 4 points in the 4th quarter. He had 2 in the other 3. Here's Hempstead with 21. Here's Chavon, who is fouled again and goes straight to the free throw line. 32.8 to go, and Caden Harms fouls out of this game, and Grayson Martin will check in for the moment. He'll be the one summoned to the scorer's table to check in here by head coach Phil Olofsson. And now he comes into the game, Grayson Martin. Caden Harms hit that buzzer beater to end the 3rd quarter, which seemed to have given Roanoke-Benson some sort of momentum coming into this 4th quarter, but the Titans looking to put this one away as Chavon hits the first free throw. He now has 7 points tonight as the Titans lead 50-44. Big free throw here. It's no good again. Rebounded by Braden Hayes, who gets it back to Jack Hempstead, and the ball goes out of bounds, but a foul called on Javen Fucht. And I believe that could be him fouled out of the game, or I might be mistaken. That's his 4th foul. Jonas Sauter about to come back into the game as Jack Hempstead is going to the free throw line. Titans up 6. Hempstead can make this a 3-possession game and say night-night and night-night as the Titans will be winning this game as Jack Hempstead scores the first free throw. He's up to 22 tonight. A very impressive game for Jack Hempstead. Second free throw is good. 23 for Jack Hempstead, the senior. As here comes Leighton Harms up the other way. 8-point game. Javen Fuchs, spot up 3. Blocked by Braden Hayes. Jonas Sauter inside. That's good. Too little too late, though, most likely for Roanoke. As Dax Hunter is going to have to foul out. As Chavon Maxson will go back to the free throw line. As Grayson Martin will now come into the game, and that will be Hunter to the bench for the final time tonight, as he is fouled out. 15.8 to go. Chavon Maxson to put the icing on the cake of this impressive Titan win as he hits the first free throw to make it a 7-point game again. 53-46. Chavon Maxson now with 8. And he gets the second one as well. 8-point game. 54-46. 13 seconds left. Jonas Sauter gonna ship this over here to Dane Zimmerman. He puts up the floater. Air ball, and it's a nice save by Jonas Sauter as he puts it off the foot of Jack Hempstead. And with 5.3 remaining, Roanoke-Benson will have to inbound this basketball, but it will be too little too late as the El Paso Gridley Titans will go 2-0 here on Thanksgiving. Javen Fuchs misses the 3. And Owen Bergquist will just run out the rest of the clock after getting the rebound. And the El Paso Gridley Titans go 2-0 in this Thanksgiving tournament as No games tomorrow night, as previously mentioned, because of the heavy snow that will come in as the Titans win this one 54